Hi, welcome to Niagara Falls Comic Con. I am standing here with the one and only Butch Patrick. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, amazing! That's great. This is amazing. You know, we did our live broadcast on my channel.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Essentially, we're just going to be talking about cars because that was a topic that we did not discuss on the live broadcast. So, tell us a little bit about the Munster coach that you own compared to the Munster coach that we have here.
Well, the Munster coach that I own is a tribute car. The original is in a museum down in Miami, Florida. The difference between mine and this one, well, this is a 6-cylinder for starters, and it's an old flathead. Beautifully done, nicely appointed. It's a little unusual. I've never really seen a 6-cylinder one, so this is special. And mine is a big block Chevy where the original was a small block Ford, so mine's a little different as well. So when you go around, I like to just consider Munster inspired, just the inspiration of the show, and George Barris himself, which was a good friend of mine, the king of the customizers, and Arnold, who built this, actually had the pleasure of meeting George as well. And George loved it, so George lives on through us all.
Oh, that's awesome. And where's the original?
Miami, Deezer collection.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And what was that like as a child, you know, getting to sit in that, and did you play in it? What did you do?
Well, my favorite thing to do on Saturday when I knew we were reading our scripts, and whenever the Munster coach was going to be used, there was two things. Number one, I was going to ride around in the car, cool, and number two, we'd be outside because we had a very dark and dingy, sound stage that we did. So anytime we saw the light of day, it was nice, and then the car was like just icing on the cake. And I got a chance to ride around in the back seat. It was very cool, and it was the coolest hot rod on television. In fact, it was the first family hot rod on television.
Oh, yeah. And Fred loved to drive it, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah. Did he ever speed it?
Yes, he did. He got on it a lot, as a matter of fact. It really wasn't that dependable, but George, his shop was only about a mile from the studio, and he would drive it down, not on a trailer, and then he would hand it over to Fred, and we always hoped there was enough gas in it because Fred would always go for joyrides.
Oh, and what was it like? He wouldn't speed with you guys sitting in the back seat?
Well, sure he would.
Oh,
and there was no seatbelt. I was holding on for dear life.
So, well, this is your first time to Niagara Falls, and what do you think? Or is it your first time to Niagara Falls?
It's my first time to Niagara Falls Comic Con.
Oh, okay.
I have been across to Canada a couple times. I did something in New London a few years ago, and but for all practicality, this is my first touring time. It's the first chance I've had to walk around and enjoy it.
Oh, that's great.
And it's beautiful. Very nice.
That's great. Yesterday, I saw you out at the Burger King Frankie, and I had a feeling that you would stop there. Yeah. Does it look like Mockingbirdling, the house?
I hadn't planned on going there. I was actually walking to a restaurant, and we took the long way around because there's a bunch of construction. And I heard the Fall Out Boy song coming out of Ripley's Believe It or Not, which was the Munster theme. And then I turned around, I see Frankie behind me, and I go, what are the chances of having the Munster theme and a big Frankenstein nearby? Totally just accidentally.
Right.
So it must be fate.
It must be fake. And Clifton Hill. What are your thoughts of Clifton Hill, like itself, where all the museums are?
Oh, Clifton Hill. That's Clifton Hill. I did not know. Now I know something. It was nice. It was interesting stuff. I love the miniature golf course with all the dinosaurs. Really nice dinosaurs. We took a lot of pictures there as if it was Spot running inside. It's nice. I had a good time. Looking forward to doing some more stuff.
Well, I want to thank Butch Patrick for doing this and taking the time. He was also on the live broadcast. We spoke a lot about different things on there. And your love for cars, just quickly, where did that passion come from? Was it because you were on the show and then you've seen this and you were like, oh?
Well, it didn't hurt having the Munsters. I enjoyed cars before then, model cars, obviously. Then it went to mini bikes. Then it went to dirt bikes. Then it went to muscle cars and drag strips and drag racing and funny cars. And it just sort of evolved to where today I'm most comfortable in an automotive event. I do a lot of drag races and I do a lot of NASCAR stuff. So for me, hanging around cars and the Munster Coach and the Dragula are great, tribute cars of the 60s and George Barris creations that allows me to do a lot of NSRA stuff, which is National Street Rod Association. And I'm a member of a really cool car club called Dead Man's Curve, which we do old school gassers and old school builds in New Jersey. So it's part of my heritage, I guess.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for doing this with us. And welcome to Niagara Falls. Enjoy the weekend with everybody. Okay. And come on down to Niagara Falls Comic Con and see Butch Patrick. And
now I'm off to find the McKenzie brothers.
Hey.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.